You're irrelevant.
It's not nice.
You started it.
I did start it. I mean,
Hey, everyone.
literally in this case.
Oh, this is Maltracar's like a good little centerpiece. As always, I guess. Hey, darling, what's up? That feels a little weird. What's better, just saying creep show or darling? Darling sounds a little, sounds like I'm trying to be a little forward.
Darlin. Next, I mean, if you chop off the G, it's definitely
creep.
Creep.
Okay,
That's might be worse.
Her community calls her creep.
Listen here, creep. Like, oh boy.
Creep has some cool tattoos.
No, I know. Creep has some really cool tattoos.
Hey, Otis. Hey, Quindy. Hey, Green. Bob and Julie. What's up? Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Today's been pretty chill for us. It's really rainy and windy here. My girlfriend was saying that our power kind of flickered at home, but it sounds like it's okay. But it is a cold, rainy day here in ReaperLand today. But I like it outside, actually. It feels pretty good. I'm wearing shorts.
I think we pretty much wear shorts pretty much year-round here, though, don't we?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
I like to wear sweatpants because I do what I want. I can't wear shorts when I go to casting, so a lot of the times I don't really wear shorts to work because I don't like to change clothes in the middle of the day, yada, yada, yada. Not too warm, not too cold. Hey, Dogfather. What's up? Northern Michigan. I don't even own shorts. Lol. Sarah wants to take a trip up to Minnesota next year. She wants to take like a camping trip up to Minnesota so she can show me her home stomping grounds, where she's from. Yeah, nothing like hot plastic or metal in Bear Lakes. No, it's more like a OSHA thing. Safety regulations.
I can't imagine Sarah stomping at all. She doesn't seem like the stomping type.
Yeah, she has that issue with her legs, with her tendons.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, okay.
I meant more like the aggression behind stomping. She's just not a very aggressive person.
She has shortened tendons.
Okay, you had to take it literally. I didn't mean literally stomping. Not that Sarah's watching.
She's asleep. Actually, I think she's making snacks for tomorrow's Halloween party. Where she's making her mom does the thing where she bakes like Chex Mix, but she puts a bunch of seasonings and stuff on it. And when it's baked, it becomes like coated in this seasoning. It's very good. It's kind of spicy. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what they call it. But for the Halloween party.
What's that? What are you referring to?
What? The Halloween party?
No. The snacks you're talking about.
The snacks. It's kind of like a Chex Mix with pretzels and
oh,
Chex.
like puppy chow?
Kind
of. That?
But it's like it has seasoning all over it, like some kind of concoction of a bunch of different spices and stuff that are.
Oh, so it's not sweet. It's
it's kind of like Texas trash. We call that Texas scratch.
Trash?
Yeah, that sounds right. LB, wasn't that sounds something along the lines. It's very good. You'll have some tomorrow.
Roger.
I'm assuming. Aren't you coming to the party?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're coming dressed as the three blind mice.
Oh, I didn't know that. How are you going to do that? Do you have a picture?
We basically we're shortcutting this because as adults with a child, I have very little time. But basically, and I don't remember stuff ever. By the way,
there's a party this weekend. Yeah, I'm the same way.
No joke. In fact, I will publicly apologize to Cindy here. Not that she's watching, but I completely forgot about what she asked me to do today. But anyway, basically, we're going to wear white tracksuits, and including him.
Oh, okay.
Although I think he's going to be in an actual mouse costume. But we're going to wear sunglasses and basically imitate them the best we can with our canes and everything.
That's fair. Yeah, so Paul's having a Halloween party at his house. Him and his lady are having a Halloween party, and it's Shrek themed. So that's why I was dressed as Lord Farquaad last night for Reaper Live. It was a kind of a test run for my costume. And Sarah is going as the Magic Mirror. Justin and his gang, you guys are going as the Three Blind Mice.
Scotty and Lauren are coming as the three little pigs
Oh,
with
really?
Nora. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. You guys coordinated. Coordinated?
Actually, no,
A
no.
little
He just chose
groups of
the
three.
like we're looking at groups of three, and I told him we were doing the three blind mice, and then from that he just didn't copy it. Basically, I had no idea what he was going to choose.
Got it. Paul and Taylor are going to be Shrek and Fiona. Um,
Paul's going to be Shrek, not
I'm
Shrek.
curious as to. There's going to be a lot of people there that I don't know, so I'm curious as to what everybody else is going to
Wait,
be.
is there really?
Yeah, a lot of her work friends, Taylor's work friends.
Jesus, how many people are going to be at this party?
I don't know. Hopefully, a lot.
Wow.
Hopefully.
I'm not looking for something that's like, as the term goes, nuts to butts.
Speaking of parties, I found there was an event that happened on Twitch on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday.
Oh, right,
Or
yeah.
Wednesday. And I was watching it, and a bunch of streamers got together and they did like a murder mystery kind of thing, kind of based on Among Us, the video game, essentially, kind of, with like Clue thrown in there. And so they all dressed up as different personas, and they were in character, and they were mingling at a party in this big fancy kind of mansion house area thing. And the premise is that everybody gets dealt a random card, and whoever has the king card is the killer. And while you're mingling and conversating with the other people, if you wink at them, you kill. They have to count to 30. I think they count to 30 seconds, and then they have to like die. And then everybody calls a meeting, and then you have to try to figure out who the killer was. Yada yada yada. And that sounds really fun. I think that's a good like little party thing to do, especially if there's a bunch of people that don't know each other. It might be a good icebreaker, kind of, maybe. With 1K of the Kathy minis, do you think they will be last till Tuesday? Yes, Payless, I believe they will. Today, more than 10% have been sold already since last night. And I haven't posted about it on socials yet, which I plan to do right after this. So right after this show, I will be posting on our socials for the Kathy model. So there's going to be a good chunk of them probably that are going to be gone, but I don't think it'll sell out before Tuesday, to be honest with you. I believe the Weeby model took a little bit to sell out because that also had 1,000. I think that one took a little bit of time. Oh, the nervous tick of blinking. Yeah, you just you just randomly blink or wink at them. Yeah, it is kind of it's a party game, but it is just like werewolves essentially, where you try to figure out who the killer what is and things like that. Uh, it's just a fun little thing. It's kind of a mishmash of a bunch of things. That's basically what Among Us was based off of. What came first? I'm pretty sure I've heard of werewolves for the longest time. The game, the party game, and so I'm assuming werewolf was kind of the first of its kind, and then obviously there's a bunch of games like it. Yeah, I know that Among Us is newer, and I know that Werewolves is old, but Werewolf by Night, I have no idea if it's going to be one or not. But yeah, we have some pictures to look at, some things to talk about, what's going on here in ReaperLand. Like I said, it's cold and rainy here today, but things are kind of ramping up. So a lot of people are going to be gone in November for about a week-ish, 3 to 5 days. Because Paul's wedding is coming up in November. And Paul, if you guys don't know, he's our kind of shipping department. And a lot of us, I'm in the wedding party, Justin's going, Collins is going. There's a lot of people here that are going to Paul's wedding, and it's in Arizona. So we're trying to kind of help, I guess, prepare and alleviate. And people are taking time off right now so they can kind of make up for some of the time that a lot of us aren't going to be here. But that's why I'm trying to get all the 12 days models done and all the promo models for the end of the year. Trying to get those all finished so we're not stressing or anything like that because of this week-long kind of vacation-ish. Hey, Chaos Queen. Valendar. What up? Let's see. I was gonna say something about store, but I forgot what I was going to say. The store's been popping off recently. Okay. Hey, John, how do you go about recasting from metal to Bone USA or one form to another in general? Just curious. Recasting? You mean like making, like if we took a model that was in metal and we made it into Bones USA? Is that what you mean? How we go about doing that? Is that what you mean? Okay. We use the same master. So, for instance, we've been making metal for 30 years. And so, let's say, like, this knight here, a Sir Blacktree, 7002, I think, in Bones USA. He had a metal version first. So, we have metal masters of this guy already. So, you can take those metal masters and use the exact same ones to make the Bones USA molds. Uh, uh, And so, yeah, so we basically can use the same masters, the metal masters that we used for the metal version, as Bones USA. And then recently we got some new printers, new 3D printers that have some pretty nice resin that is good for 3D masters, like 3D printed masters. And so we've been experimenting and using those for a couple of the most recent models, testing the 3D and how well they press and how good they can be used as masters. So, because that will save some middleman time, so that'll cut out some of the other options or not options, the other steps in between master and mold making. So it'll cut some of that out. Do you just press the master into a mold, making material? Yeah. We use silicone for Bones USA, so the molds are made out of silicone, and yeah, it's just pressed after, obviously you lay it all out and get it all ready, and then it's pressed, and same way you would do all the other molds as well. Rubber molds, black rubber molds. Marbles, we will, if we're nice to Justin, he will likely let us play marbles at the end of the day. Why didn't you run it? We'll get it next week, Valendar. Speaking of master, Justin, there's a picture in the folder. It's the Santa. It's the I took a picture of the master. Did I put it in there? Hold on, I'm looking. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's called Unnamed 2. Unnamed 2. It's on the bottom. It's like second from the end. That one. So this is the master that I got earlier this morning. The Daddy Santa. I don't know what his name's gonna be actually, but Daddy Santa showed up on my desk this morning, so I started making the mold of it. I should be done by the end of the day today. But that's the master that I got for it. One of the masters. He looks nice. He looks very nice. Daddy Santa is canon, yeah. Antler Daddy, Viking Santa. I don't know what Druid Santa, Shaman Santa. I don't know what his actual name's gonna be. Odin Santa. John, may I contact you? Oh gosh, what did that say, Justin? Sorry, I just scrolled up. Have some questions about something. I think it was from Twistedoma. I think.
Let me see here.
Right above Cursed 13.
Right above Cursed. Hold on. Oh, okay. John, may I contact you at, and then it's asterisk because it's an email. I have a question about the pledge manager that may take a while to answer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. If not, I can forward it to help and stuff like that, because they should be able to help you more than I can. Santa of the Woods. Yeah, Druid Santa. And I think Proctor has a painted version of this that he showed off on his show. I think Justin got a screenshot of that or something.
I do,
but
yeah.
He's going to be sending pictures over to Ron, of his professional pictures.
Better pictures, yes.
Yeah, this is low quality.
These are literally just screen grabs.
Yeah, but you can kind of get the overall theme and the shaping of it, of kind of what he did with his paint job. But the high quality photos will be added sooner. He also had the turkey in there as well. But this is I love there he is, the turkey that comes out on Tuesday. Look at all that. Look at all the feathers. Man, it's so fun. I like that he did the blue around the eye with the blue on the shirt. It's so cool. I think that's gonna be a fun model. It reminds me of like Christine Van Patten's leprechaun that she did. It's like a very fun model. I think Jason had a fun time sculpting this one.
I agree.
I was really worried about the turkeys because his legs are so thin. I was really worried that he was just gonna snap at his legs, but we had a little bit of issues with it. But if you let the mold sit and you don't open it very quickly and you let it cool down a little bit, it doesn't snap. So that was good. His little blunderbuss. His mold was really it was tricky. It was tricky to make. I'm making the Santa one right now, and if you go back to the Santa picture, his antlers I was kind of worried about because his connection points right here where the antlers connect to his head is obviously kind of thin. So I was really worried about those snapping or breaking. And I'm not done with the mold yet, so it could still happen. But I've been working on it for quite a bit. I'm trying to make it. I'm taking my time on this one because normally I can speed up mold making a little bit, but I'm taking my time on this one because I don't want to rush it and break it. Because if I break the masters, I got to wait for more to be made, and it's just drawing it out.
Twisted, is your question technical in nature? Because I would actually say that, I mean, not for the sake of content, but maybe for the sake of content. If you want to ask it here, we can mull it over, unless it's like super personal.
I've already been to help, and they couldn't really help except to change your server.
That's why that kind of piqued my interest there. Which Grey Wolf already asked the question, change your server. I'm not sure what Katie would have her.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she means.
That doesn't make any sense to me, so I really don't know what.
Yeah, I have no idea.
What advice is being handed over here?
Yeah, I'm excited for the Santa. It's probably going to be one of my favorite models that we've produced this year. Like I said last night, I love his little like
Santa
wool
Daddy
socks. Yeah, his wool socks or like his cotton socks. It's fun. All the little details on the staff there with the mistletoe. I like what he did with the antlers. I wonder what his reasoning was for what he did with the antlers. I mean, I like it. I think it looks cool.
Also, just so you're aware, that bag is full of 45-pound plates. That's not very clearly he's he's Jack Santa.
Yeah, and he has like his cooking spices on his belt there around his side. All of his little pepper and paprika
and he says that when you leave out cookies and milk, it better be whey protein shakes and protein cookies, gluten-free protein cookies.
He's a big model too. He's a big boy. Like his base is really large. The server for the pledge manager would be Reapers, so it kind of stuck sideways in my head.
I agree.
Are you enabled to log in on the Santa's really nutso model? Love it. Yeah, he did great. Whey shakes and power bars. And then, so I got the masters for that. I'm working on it today. I should be done in the next 30 minutes or so. I was about to press it to make the mold. And then I will be getting out of here. I got to grab pizza for Sarah because that's what she wants tonight. And then, big party. So we can go through some pictures. If you want to go to the very first one, Justin, this is the quarterly contests model for this quarter. I want to keep reminding everybody. I meant to remind people last night during Reaper Live, but I forgot. I'll do it next week.
Okay. So what do you want me to pull up?
It's the first one. You can go to the
Just
front of the
first
list.
picture. Okay, we'll do that. We'll go down the list. We're gonna do a bunch of pictures today.
I would say a bunch.
Several pictures. Hundreds of pictures.
I do have a folder that, you know how we've been showing off a lot of models over the, I guess, a year all on ReaperLand and stuff. I have a folder called Shown Off that whenever we've already shown things, I put them in this folder. So this folder just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger of things that we've shown off. And we could periodically, maybe like once a year, do like a big thing where we go back and look through stuff. I think it'd be fun.
Does everyone here want an eight straight hour stream of just looking at the same pictures we've seen before?
Oh gosh. Hey man, let's watch orders being pulled.
You know what? You're right. That can be the background of what we're
But
doing.
we could just have those for the future. Like let's say we're doing ReaperCon and you need some photos to kind of cycle through or anything like that. Taking a break screen. Yeah, everybody's painting this this pony. This was Valendar's choice. So Valendar won the last quarterly contest, and this current quarter that's going on right now is going to be this guy, the Battle Mage, the Dwarven Battle Mage, sculpted by Jason Weeby. Yeah, DVD player screen. Hell yeah. That takes me back. But if you haven't, I'm just going to keep reminding you until it's ready for submissions and all that stuff for that. All right, next picture. So this is from Andrew. Andrew was painting up a Halloween kind of adventuring party, kind of using some of the newer models, obviously, with the vampire, the witch, Rictus. I really love Rictus. 1 second. There we go. I had to get my yawn in for today. It always happens on this show. This is his Halloween spooky adventuring party. I really like Rictus. Rictus the Undying is that skeletal warrior there. I love him. And then I think that's Sister Hazel, the plague doctor. And yeah, the color scheme, obviously adventuring party, all in the same base. They're all together. Color scheme is all the same generally with the purples and greens. Very, very spooky. Halloween. So shout out to Andrew. This is a cool idea. Very fun adventuring party. Next, last night I was talking about Eileen, the re-release of Eileen that's coming out. She was in Bones 3 or Bones 4. I can't remember. It's this next picture. This one is by Clint Primley. And I was talking about Eileen last night, and my favorite rendition of it was Patrick Chambers. I went to go find it, and I couldn't find it. So I have to dig a little bit harder because I think he posted it a while ago. So I have to go back pretty deep in the archives. Patrick Chambers, if you're watching, could you send me your painted Eileen? And I just really love this model. And obviously this was released a long time ago in the Dungeon Dweller metal line, when Dungeon Dweller had metal in it. We've transitioned a lot of all of the Dungeon Dweller metal over to Bones USA, obviously. And it has become the 7,000 numbers where all the Dungeon Dwellers, Bones USA plastic line resides. And so the re-release of this model in Bones USA is coming. And so I thought I would just kind of look back through the Facebook and look at all the submissions that people have posted about her because I like this model. And this one was done by Clint Primley. Very lovely white and red combo. Very kind of holy cleric-y. And a lot of people that I see paint this model do that jewel in the middle of her shield. It's a it's a nice large kind of jewel, faceted jewel there that you can practice your highlights and your gem work and your gemstones and stuff on. A lot of people have a lot of fun with that. But I know that people say that white is really hard to do, like paint job wise. Also, this model in particular, her face is kind of sunken into the robe, so it's kind of hard to get to those eyes. So good eye work there. I like the aesthetic of this model a lot. It just looks nice, especially like I just stare at it all the time because we have the masters and the things like that. It's just very fun. Bobby Jackson did a good job. Next, so we're gonna see a few Eileens. I went through and saved a few Eileens.
Hey, stop what you're doing, John.
Uh-huh.
Let's address Twisted Oma's problem.
Twisted Doma. Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. You ready? Can you actually see it, or do I need to read it to you?
I can see it.
Okay.
When I sign into the Pledge Manager, all I get is the checkout page with a list of what I ordered in Bone 6. I don't even get a picture of what I ordered, and I'm not on a mobile device, and my server / internet, I guess, is Google Fiber. Okay. Obviously, I don't think it's a problem. I just don't think that the Pledge Manager is set up to show pictures of what you ordered, like in your checkout page. I know that on the actual Pledge Manager page there are photos of things, but I haven't gone through the checkout process on Bone 6, but I can mark it down and talk to Kit about it.
Let's say this absolutely seems like a Kit thing.
Because in my mind, you could just have like a little hyperlink thing on there. You hover over it, you can show you what you say, or have a little box that you can click to enlarge. In my mind, that's what you could do. But obviously, I'm not a coder or.
Oh, I was going to say, is the problem here, because let's establish the issue first, right? Is the problem that you want pictures and you don't have them? Or is the problem that what is the issue, right? If we establish the problem, we can help figure out the solution a little better. Right? That we can more direct it.
I'll get to your question, Lieutenant Floby, as well.
But while Twisted more refines what is needed, go ahead and you can proceed.
Oh, it says Asmodeus says that it shows for him. It shows pictures for me. Are you showing pictures on the Pledge Manager itself, or I think he was saying the checkout page, like when he launches it, it just shows checkout. But Lieutenant Floby, it says the dungeon dwellers were made in Bones Black for Kickstarter 5. As you start making them in Bones USA, do you see any reason why you would go back and produce them in Bones Black for retail? To my knowledge, the current plan that I know of is that, let's say we have Bones Black stock of Eileen, for instance. Let's just use Eileen as an example. And once we start to run out of that stock, it will transition over to its Bones USA version. And so I think its Bones Black version will go away, and it will just have that Bones USA version. Same thing for example, you guys know the Unicorn. I think it's 77027. It was a Bones Classic, and it obviously its orders, its stock went down, and then we made it in Bones USA, and then now going forward, it's going to be the Bones USA version of it. So now there's no reason, because now we can make it here, we can control the stock here, things like that, and so we have a lot more say, and the materials is better. So now we can going forward, it'll be that number. I think the only exception to that is metal. So like if there is, for example, the metal version of Baron Blacktree, this guy, he got a 4,000 number, I believe, in Dark Heaven, but he also has a 7,000 number in Bones USA. So there's a plastic version and a metal version of that one. So that one's a little bit different. But if it's going from like Bones Black or Bones Classic, once that runs out, it will likely just become a Bones USA version. I can't even get into the Pledge Manager page. It goes straight to the checkout page. I would like to see what I ordered and to see what goals were reached after the Kickstarter closed in case I want to order more. I can't even get into the Pledge Manager page. Yeah, you're going to have to email me, because I don't know if you're using the right link, or Twisted Oma, did you get the email from help email, like from our robots email? You should have gotten an email for Bone 6 that will allow you to basically link your pledge that you pledged on the Kickstarter to your Pledge Manager. I don't know if you've done that process yet, but that link should take you to the Pledge Manager. That's my next thing, because I'm still a little confused as to what step we're at, like where we're at in the process.
Yeah, it seems to me like my initial impression here is that maybe her browser is autofilling and it's taking her straight to a position instead of like to Asmodeus's point. I actually think that clearing cache and and attempting to relog in would probably fix this. However, I'm glad that that we brought it up because it looks like Francis is having the same issue. So,
How many IT or techs are in chat?
yeah.
Lol. It asked for a 12-digit password. I remember that as a weird restriction on this particular pledge manager. I did not know that was going to be in place. That's a kit thing that he implemented. I think it's dumb.
Oh, good.
But yes, you should create a pledge manager account if you haven't already, which I'm assuming you have. Not dumb, yes, Grey Wolf, but normally when people do character limits, it's like 8 to 12 is what they say. But yes, all my passwords are all generated. Like I have like generated passwords, like capital, lowercase, dash, number, all just random nonsense. Well, there was a good conversation about passwords in the Discord. People were talking about what software they use and how they track them all, and obviously you don't use the same one for all your stuff. Like you don't have one password for all that stuff, And so I think that's good. Obviously it's good, but it's just good common practice in the age of the internet. That is true, Asmo. Oh, next picture. We just keep going with pictures while we try to parse through Twisted Oma's IT problem. The pledge manager issue.
Well, it's also Francis's problem too now.
And Francis. Oh, Francis, by the way, I think I pulled your order this morning. Or was it yesterday? I pulled your order this morning, I think. And Melon. If Melon's here, I pulled your order this morning as well. That I saw. This is Dr. Faust. Dr. Faust mini painting. He did this. A little Eileen in the color of blue. Obviously, another kind of feels very holy. I don't see very many like dark or, like anti-priests of Eileen. All right, Twisted Home answer. What throws me is that when you sign/login and ask to register or login, I never registered. I just logged in. Was I supposed to register first? On the pledge manager, I thought that you had to. I thought you had to even register before you could log in. That's what I thought. Because I think that's what I did when I did it. Because I go through the process too, just so I know what it looks like. Like I pledged for the Kickstarter, make sure I get all the emails and all that stuff. Yeah, the Bones 6 pledge manager is a new pledge manager, so it's not your Bones 5 pledge manager. Yeah, but back to this. Obviously, the free-handed cloak on the back of the cloak there with the gold, with the little kind of hem on the bottom. Nice little highlight on the back there. I think we've shown this one off before, but obviously gold and blue. Awesome color, kind of royalty, high-born cleric. Also, I just like the idea of this being with like the bronze kind of chest plate, kind of like a battle mage-ish, with the shield and everything like that. Kind of the mix between the kind of the roby cloth with the armor. So I think that's very fun. And then next is, I think we've shown this one off before in the past as well. This is from Dunker, classic Dunker model here, with the blue and gold this time. Another blue and gold. Obviously, the gold is in different locations here compared to Dr. Faust's. Purple jewel on the jewel there. Great face, like always. I like that he made the hood and the cloak a different color than the actual cloth underneath the armor. I think that's fun because obviously it could be a separate piece. It's just like a cowl. Super fun. Also, her mace is fun too. It's a fun little thing. It was hard in mold making to do the mace. I was really worried about the mace tearing out because on the top part of the mace, it's kind of hollow in the middle, and so I was scared that it was gonna to catch and grab. Because if something is hollow and sharp like that, it's going to grab the rubber and pull at it and kind of scratch it and tear it. But it turned out okay. It's been doing fine so far for about 2 weeks. I really like the aqua and gold. Yeah, it feels very regal, holy, saintly. I kind of like the dark steel color, like the dark kind of gray charcoaly color on the back of the shield, like on the front of the shield behind the gold embossed section. It's a fun idea. And then we have a few more, including some weird ones. Oh, I guess this next one from Jimmy is kind of like a darker kind of take. It's just kind of a darker purple, red jewel there in the middle. Cool little fun highlights on the gold emboss section. This is kind of gold and purple. Shadow Priest, yeah, very Shadow Priesty. I just noticed that on this version of Eileen. Oh, I see, and I see what they're doing. So they've covered up with gravel and everything. So on this particular picture, you can see that the gravel on the base and everything kind of has been built up to go up to the cloak. But I think she actually has a gap between where the edge of her robes and cloth end, and then where the base is. So there's like that negative space in there. So they built it up to kind of imply that the robes go down to the floor. Because Dunker on the previous picture also did the same thing with the grass. The grass kind of goes up to the hem of the robe / cloak. So I thought that was interesting. And then one of the last ones that we have, which was kind of a weird one with the cell shading, is from John McWilliams. Did this one? I think we've shown this one off before as well. But when I was looking up the Patrick Chambers one, I just happened to see all these. But this is the kind of the cell shaded comic book style version of her. And I like the idea that he painted the face to look like a mask, like she's wearing a mask. Just goes to show that you can do all kinds of stuff. Another with the gold and blue color scheme. This seems to be a common color scheme for this particular model so far, at least in this collection that we've gathered here today. But cell shading is fun. I like the addition of the scratches on the shield, obviously to make it look battered and have those creases in there and the slashes and kind of a little bit beat up. The addition of the mask is a cool touch, like making it look like it's wearing a mask. Is a very nice idea. Taskmaster look. Mm-hmm. Otis, you play clerics often? So do I. I play clerics quite a bit. I played Baldur's Gate 3, the beta, or I wouldn't say it's beta, early access, I guess, and I played a cleric in that. So yeah. And then the next picture is a fun one. It's done by Kevin Holderney. If you guys saw this on the Facebook page, he announced his baby with his wife using Oswald the Overladen and one of the mothers from the village of Coalhaven, I think. Models. It's one of the children models. The mom holding the children. Chitterlings. Are you in there, Justin? Are you? There it is. Yeah. This is kind of how he put it on the Facebook page. That they were expecting their baby. So shout out to Kevin. He was fun to hang out with at ReaperCon this past year. This past ReaperCon. So congratulations to them. I thought it was a funny way to kind of depict it. So that's awesome. Oh, I just realized we have one more. Oh, speaking of Kevin Holderney, so the next picture is also from Kevin, but it's his Eileen. It's just funny that I grabbed this one at the same time I also grabbed his pictures. But this is his Eileen, his version. Also another kind of, I wouldn't say gold and blue, but kind of a yellow and blue, like a tan, khaki and blue. Nice highlighting on the albatrossy kind of symbol in the shield with the red jewel. Obviously, a lot of people like to do red jewels. Especially in this color scheme because it sticks out, obviously. But Also, that the kind of the silver of the armor is kind of on the blue side as well, so it kind of helps kind of blend it in a little bit. But the yellow kind of reminds me of very linen-y, like very like thick cloth linen. Um, Fun. And this one he made the the hood, the cape, and the tabard all kind of blue, with the underclothing being the linen tan cloth, kind of Hobbergany kind of style. So shout out to Kevin. Hulk's Workshop and the baby. Congratulations. This next one's fun. This one's from Mandy. This was their first model. I think they said that they painted in 2019. And then they wanted to do it justice, so they did it again. The same model. I know a lot of people do this all the time, where you do your first model, and then you paint it now, and then in the next year you paint it again, and then a few years later you paint it again. But obviously this is the one that they chose. This is one of the priestesses models that we have, and the one on the right was their first model that I think they said in 2019 that they did for Mandy. And then the one on the left, they did most recently. Kind of a...
This is a you versus the guy she told you not to worry about.
Yeah. It's awesome. I love the purple and blue. Very kind of serious, nice action pose. It's obviously an older metal model that we did. So shout out to Mandy. I always love a good progress pic. And then the next picture is kind of a close-up of the picture on the left. The picture just by itself. Yeah. Nice flocking on the base and everything like that. Oh my gosh, another one.
Listen, you've got an energy drink there, John.
I know.
Don't I know me. I know.
But on Fridays, I do this weird thing where I don't eat until after I leave here. So I don't eat lunch because I after this show, I kind of finish up whatever I need to. I clean up and then I leave, and then I eat on my way home. So I just eat way later than I normally do.
Oh, I haven't eaten.
So I don't have a bowl full of a belly full of food. I don't know what I'm
bowl full of belly.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yes. I'm all used up on my allocated yawns for today. No more. I've cashed out. This next picture, speaking of cashing out, is the newest meme that's been going around recently on the internet about the Spirited Halloween costume. And Steve kind of jumped in on the trend and made a meme of his costume. Have you seen this meme going around, Justin?
I have not.
Oh, it's a good little format.
Let's see here.
Like, people take this format and kind of whatever's topical at the moment, they'll put it on the right, the white section, and they'll change the name and then change the contents.
No, I've not seen this.
Oh, it's been a fun little template to do, because whenever you go to these costumes like Spirit Halloween, they have all these hanging on the walls, and they're all like, pirate or all the generic costumes. And they do what's popular, like Fortnite and all that stuff. But shout out to Steve. I know he's been laying low recently. But we still remember his memes. It says contains Lighthouse, dumb memes, and WizKids primer complaints. Good one. It's a classic.
To respond to what Dogfather said earlier, yes, that is every time we leave the house with a 4-month-old, I am literally Oswald the Overladen.
Oh yeah, you have the bag.
No joke.
The stroller.
It's everything. Like, it's
the bottles.
you bring
Diapers.
why it's necessary, but you bring every medication under the sun, even though I bring medication I can't even give to my child yet. Like, I don't understand it. It is I have become a pack animal. I didn't realize it. So
Oswald, every dad at Disney. Yeah, it is.
Correct, Asmodeus. You are right. That is the first child. I know that this gets better, but right now, I almost brought his entire pack and play to my parents' house. Not my parents' house, my grandfather's house, just because I didn't know what to do without my tools.
Are you gonna put him in Boy Scouts? Gonna make him get his badges.
No
Eagle
idea.
Scout.
I think if he wants to do it, sure. I'm pretty much going to follow his lead on what he has interest in.
What he wants to do.
I'm going to make sure that he has all the support in the world for anything he's interested in.
Mm-hmm.
If that means I'm going to a pickleball tournament, great, I guess. I mean, I'll support him, even though I'd prefer he play football at least a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, if he wants to play something like lame-ass soccer, no offense.
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse, ugh. But any of those things, I will absolutely support him on.
Oh, Quindy. Oh gosh, there was there was a TikTok that I was watching earlier, and it reminded me of Quindy for some reason. Well, it reminded me of Bug Lips and Quindy together. But I have it. I saved it. I was gonna send it to you. It's the lady. She goes, "Would you marry me if I was a tank?" And he goes, "Well, what kind of tank would you be? Like an A47 or he just starts going down all the different tanks." And she goes, "Well, the first one. What if I was the first one?" He goes, "Yeah, I would ask you to marry me." And she goes, "Are you going to marry me?" And he goes, "Are you an A47?"
Are you an Abrams?
And she's like, "No." And he goes, "Well, then no." That's funny. The next picture is from Steven Seabach, who did this was, I think, the Hall of Fame model this year at ReaperCon. It's sculpted by Bob or Julie. I know it's a green. I just can't remember exactly who did this one. But it is the summoning. I think it was Julie. But it is the wizard with the ghost on it. And obviously, I think this will become a Bones USA model in the future. All the Hall of Fame models will eventually come out as normal releases. But this was kind of a special edition resin version of this at ReaperCon this past year. But yeah, it's done by Steven. Nice color scheme with the purple and green. Kind of subtle OSL and things like that. Nice base. It's just so dynamic. Very fun. Kind of. It's cool. Cool. Tells a story. It's Julie's. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I figured it was. I'm learning. I'm starting to figure out what people's stuff looks like. Oh, this next one. This next one was done by Steve M. These were obviously the busts. One was the. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I got another one.
John, that's like number 9. You're literally, there's a Monster Energy TM right there next to you. There.
I don't know what's going on. The one on the left was we still have some available. They were for ReaperCon this year. There was a resin, that's a resin on the left, and the one on the right, it was the Dragon Bust from the Kickstarter, Rounds 5, I think. And this was done by Steve M. And on his post, he said that he normally doesn't like to post his paint jobs because he has a problem with confidence, which I think is most of us, obviously all artists and people that want to be creative or do something and show things off. But he said that he was just so proud of these and what he did. And I just wanted to say that I think you should just post whatever. Like, I know that it's really scary, but I think these look great, Steve. And I think these look great.
You yawn again, by the way. I'm not above Pulp Fiction on you with a shot of adrenaline.
Oh.
Right to the heart. Yeah, right to the heart.
Yeah, so I just want to say shout out to Steve for posting these. First time poster, long time watcher, long time participant, I guess. But shout out to the Dragon Bust. And he said that he wants more busts, which I know people have said every year. Well, we did the bust collection with the 3 different busts that Julie did with the Ranger, the girl with the rose, and the Summoner. What other busts? We did the Grudge a long time ago. We haven't done much busts. It's just kind of not, I guess, the niche that we have, I guess. I really like these. Yeah, these are fun. Scales are nice and big. Nice, easy to kind of lay it out and follow the pattern. This is from Timothy Rubin. I think this one's awesome. Look at that pumpkin texture. The texture, like the orange kind of strokes and stuff on the pumpkin. It looks awesome. The brown boots with the brown little jacket corset. It's nice. It looks very aesthetic. I kind of like the face is kind of glowing white with the kind of bright blue eyes. Obviously another Julie piece, I think. This was the witch, obviously. If you got the ghoulie bag, you got this. This is Cynthia, the Wicked. There you go.
Shout out to Cindy.
Huh? Oh, Cindy, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Cindy. Like I said, not that she's watching, but
yeah, there's something about the texture on the pumpkin looks really neat to me. It just looks so cool. It has like this cool little. It kind of almost reminds me of wood texture. It has like this kind of almost stippling type effect on it. It looks really nice. And then next pictures from Tom Nelson. Oh, that's Bob's. Sorry, that's Bob's. Bob did the witch. Tom Nelson. This was the first Bones USA model that we ever made, I think, or released. She is 30,001. Resculpt of Alistri. Obviously, we showed a lot of these off whenever Bones USA got released. Lysette, sorry. I was thinking of the other elf wizard or sorceress. But yeah, it's a cool little. Obviously, went outside and got a rock. Cool composition, putting it on the right side there. But we showed a lot of these off whenever it first got released. But
that model's great. But that rock, though,
I think it's a real rock.
Yeah,
just repainted.
It looks great.
Mm-hmm. Dry brushed up on a Friday night. Also, like the realistic leaves on the bottom in the middle there. They look kind of big too.
Can you dry brush your makeup? So you know how dry brushing is kind of like a shortcut for regular painting to a degree, depending on how you use it, right? Like I know I used it for like what is it, like dungeon tile? Like it was a shortcut for me to get that done. So can you dry brush makeup?
Are you talking about applying makeup to yourself?
Yeah, correct.
You, like, dry brush yourself?
Yeah. I'm saying, like, is that like a hack? Is there anyone in chat that wears makeup regularly? Dry brush it? Can you dry brush it to save yourself time? just food for thought. That's the kind of show this is, John. Just pondering. Okay, this is about expanding the mind.
I'm just trying to get my highlights.
Asking the hard hitting questions.
Most makeup is dry brushing.
Oh, well then there you go.
I guess unless you're doing like lipstick, I guess that doesn't count. But like, I guess you're right because you put foundation on, you prime yourself.
And then you just hit the high points. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. It's all dry brushing.
Like doing blush,
I buy my makeup pre-painted. Yeah, there's like faces you just like stick your face in.
Oh, that's funny. So I guess technically you're not wrong. Yes, most of it is dry brushing.
Yeah. Sounds to me like we need to have someone come on and paint you in front of everybody on your face.
Kind of really hard with my beard.
Yeah, well, it's a challenge, and I'm sure someone's willing to accept it.
I need my haircut. Look at this little island I got going on right there.
Yes, let's fly Sky Daddy down.
Oh,
I'm down for that, and she can paint you.
That make me look like Sophie?
Yes. Yes, let's do it. Yeah.
Or some kind of dwarf.
All dry brushing these days.
Soon we're going to be able to 3D print makeup. I don't know. Just 3D print everything. Gnome? Yeah, I could be a gnome. Like little spectacles like this. Like I'm reading a book or something. Just, oh, yes. Indeed.
Reminds me of that old piracy commercial where it says you wouldn't download a car. You know, the anti-piracy commercial.
Oh, yeah.
And our response to that was, actually, I think if I could download a car, I would.
I would, yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Would you download? You wouldn't download a car, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, no, yeah, I would.
This next picture was, so there's this podcast or this YouTube channel called, oh gosh, I can't remember. I'm blanking. I'm so sorry. I gave them a tour a few weeks ago. Mini Talk or
Talk.
it's mini something. I don't. They're D&D miniature podcast YouTube. They're relatively new. They just started, and they came out and they wanted to come take a tour, and they were editing their video, and in the middle of them editing their YouTube video, they sent me this screenshot of one of the edits. Do you have that next picture?
No.
No? Or you say, hold on.
No.
Are you trolling me?
Would I do that to you?
It's right before Santa. There it is. There. Okay. I think I posted this on the Discord. Some of you might have saw it. But it was funny because, you know, they were talking about taking the tour, and then the tour started, and then right when I came on screen, they paused it, and they put this up there. And I thought it was a cool way to kind of... Angry? What are you doing? Changing the hue. The saturation. Bam. Look at that. But it was funny. Some of the stuff they put in there, like Master Craftsman and Legendary Actions, I thought that was clever. That was a fun little video that they did. And then, obviously, the next picture is the Santa. We can look at that one more time. Oh, Disco John. Look at that.
John, you've never been to a disco. Right? Don't lie to these people.
I guess you're not wrong.
That's before us.
My next boss fight is John.
No offense to anyone here who's actually been to a disco. Not this one. This is the last one.
Oh yeah, I was gonna we can show the Santa one more time for the people that missed it. If anybody wants to see the Santa one more time, obviously
but this isn't important. This is.
Yeah, he actually got blown over because our winds over there by my house one night reached like 50 miles per hour, and he got knocked over. But I picked him back up. He's standing back up now.
Gosh, could you imagine only getting the 8-foot one?
I know.
Gosh.
This is only the 8-foot skeleton. For all you people that follow Holly Monster on social media, she got the 12-foot one. It looks epic.
Did you tell Holly she owes you 4 more feet?
She owes what? Oh,
she owes you 4 more feet. Yeah.
Yeah. We're working on getting the 12-foot one. We're working on it. It's expensive, and there's scalpers everywhere.
I know there is. Yeah.
So, we'll
honestly,
get it eventually.
I didn't realize there were 2 different sizes. Like this one look. Hey, if it matters, John, this one looks like a 12-foot with you 2 standing.
I know.
It.
Yeah. If you look at the one that Holly Monster, the picture that she has, she's standing underneath its pelvis. But we come up to its pelvis on this model. So, but he's been awesome. He's obviously in front of my house, and throughout the day on my camera system that I have around my house, there's people in the neighborhood that walk their dogs, and they have their babies in strollers, and people are just out for runs and stuff. And so there's a lot of people passing by on the sidewalk, and I get notifications on my phone from the cameras. And every time I look, there's people like, let's say it's like a husband and wife, and they're out for a walk or something. You can always see them pointing at our skeleton, and they're always like stopping. They're always looking at it. And then like people are walking their dogs, and you can see their heads kind of like looking at it as they walk by. And I was thinking about downloading all these clips and making like a little montage of like people pointing and coming up and like walking and looking at the skeleton and stuff. I thought it was pretty funny. Because it looks really nice. Because I have these solar lights that are pointed up at it. So like at night, it's like kind of illuminated from the bottom. And so when you're driving down the street, it's like bam! It's like this huge skeleton on the corner. Because we live on the corner, and it's nice. It's very nice to look at. Did you see it? Because you've been over to Scotty's a few times.
I don't think I actually saw it in person. No.
Oh, okay.
I think you asked me that last time. And although we might go to a game over there Sunday if we have time. I haven't looked yet. But actually, Michaela's in chat. Hey, Michaela, we were invited to go to Scotty's for the game Sunday. So if you want to do that, let me know. Anyway, we can look at it then if we go. But that does remind me. Do you, while I pull up marbles, because I know everyone wants to play.
Yeah, we can play a few games of marbles.
And by few, you mean 2. I'm hard capping it at 2.
Okay.
So
Fun police.
I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret here, and I haven't told you guys this. I hate marbles. I hate running marbles. I genuinely do. I do it because I love you guys, but I hate marbles. However, I will do it. Okay, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, somebody was talking about buying big decorations like this. Yeah, it is a pain in the butt to store, but you know, Sarah's it's her favorite part of the year, Halloween. So this is what we have the most decorations of. We don't really have decorations for anything else. I mean, like large like this. So
I bet, knowing Sarah too, it doesn't get stored. I bet it's just in the living room. I can see how this is
in the corner.
No. Like, she brings people in. She's like, "That's our skeleton," and then she just keeps going. People don't question it. It's just is what it is.
No, I'll take them down and put them in the box.
But while I'm pulling up marbles here, why don't you let these people in on a little lesson you learned a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, how I got scammed? Yeah, so while Justin pulls this marble game up, gosh, man.
But here, understand, I'm laughing not because you got scanned. I'm laughing because of the way you delivered it. Yeah. We're fulfilling Kickstarter. Let me say this part. We're fulfilling Kickstarter. John walks in, as a matter of factly, and kind of dejectedly just goes, "Oh, I got scammed," and then like almost gives no pretense and starts to walk away. Yeah. And then we had to ask him to dig the information out. But he's going to explain to you what happened.
Yeah. So there's this thing in Dallas called Pumpkin Nights, and it's kind of a big thing. It only lasts from like 7 to like 11 at night. It only lasts for like 3 or 4 hours every night, and it goes on for about 3 weeks. But the issue is that the tickets go up for sale, and they sell out almost immediately because they only have so many tickets that they can sell, and it's for a limited time at night during this window. And so I've been trying to get these tickets for me and Sarah to go to Pumpkin Nights. And they sold out immediately, so I couldn't get them. So I've been asking people, hey, on this date, if you have any extra tickets, I would like to buy some. And so I finally got messaged by a lady. I think it was a lady. No idea if it's who it is or what. And so we go through the process of getting I have to give the money to get the tickets. They have to transfer the tickets over to my name, yada, yada, yada. A lot of BS. And I ended up sending them the money for the tickets, the money for the transfers for the tickets. And then they blocked me on Facebook and everything like that. And since the tickets are obviously digital, I never received them. And there's no way for me to report it or get my money back or anything like that. So I'm out like $130. So don't trust anybody.
Call it an early Christmas present to a stranger, John. You have to put a different spin on this.
Yeah, don't trust anybody on social media ever. The bad thing is though, the way that I paid, it was through Zelle, and it's kind of like Cash App and Zelle and those types of things. They don't see it as a transaction. They don't see it as like you're paying for a good, like how you would normally use your debit card and things like that. So it's kind of, you can't dispute it really because it looks like you're just sending money to somebody. And so once they receive it, there's really not much you can do. Unless you could just report them and say, hey, this person's I'm going to report them. But then obviously if they get enough reports, then they could do something. But pretty lame. Pretty lame. So I got scamazed.
I'm sorry. Quindy just messaged me something hilarious. Quindy goes, I don't think chat cares. they're like, whatever, just put on marbles.
Yeah, let's play marbles.
Let's just play marbles.
Sorry, you dumb idiot got scammed.
I imagine people are probably watching this in the middle of the day, so most people probably aren't commenting, but
it's all good.
It's great.
I'm past it already.
We have to laugh at it. Like if you don't laugh at it, then you'll go crazy. Like you have to be able to laugh at stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like when your child decides to poop 3 weeks worth of poop in one poop, and it makes the whole house smell terrible. Like you have to laugh at it, otherwise it's just gonna kill you, But anyway.
All right, let's do this. All right. Well, any of these look good? The elimination rates are different colors. I wonder if this is some kind of update. They're just different colors.
It is definitely an update because it had a pretty sizable update before it let me play. So
Got it.
Let's see here.
Number 9 was a bubbly, whimsical nightmare. Has a 47% kill rate with 100% upvotes or rating. Number 9. Yeah. Let's do that one. It's been a while. All right. You know the drill. Exclamation point play in chat. Even if you're just sitting here, you have your monitor on your other screen, you're listening at work, whatever it is. Oh, there's a little lemon drop. You gonna be 3 blind mice this weekend, little lemon drop?
Wait, hold on. Michaela, you can get into chat to type exclamation point play, but you can't answer my question about going to the game on Sunday?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
Alright.
because you did say something about going to the
I
game.
did. I asked her. Unless she's listening. No, she's got sound.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, what?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now that House of the Dragon is done, we're just going to probably keep going over to Josh's and probably just watch movies or find another show to watch every Sunday. Because we started doing the thing that we did when Game of Thrones is out, was every Sunday we go over there and eat dinner and have desserts. And
Do you want to watch the game at Scotty's on Sunday?
maybe.
I haven't asked him. I'm just asking.
Oh,
you
you
guys.
haven't asked him? Yeah, let's all go without asking
we're
him.
all going to be there. He would accept us.
I know.
But understand that this is not a normal game watching experience.
Oh.
This is a game watching experience where Nora hands you the same item 900 times, and you have to hand it back to her.
Oh, that's
Typically, it's $1. She's got $1 she plays with over and over again.
Oh, she's learning the value of money early.
She's learning commerce early. Yes.
All right, let's start this countdown. Exclamation point play. I'm kind of sad the House of Dragon's over, but now we got to wait like a year and a half. Football. Yeah, football. I did watch last night's football game because it was on Twitch, Thursday Night Football. Brady got his ass kicked, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the final score was a lot closer, but yes, it was rough.
What's the website, Turjon? It's a phone app. Look on the Google Store or the App Store. Just look up Marbles on Stream. Or Steam? Stream? Marbles on Stream? It looks like Clavicus is kind of towards the bottom, but there's somebody there that I can't really see. Oh, Zox227 is off to an early start here. It kind of got down the middle quicker than everybody else. But we'll see if anything can slow them down. There's a lot of death on this map, so I don't know where that's going to come from. Oh, well, missed the tube completely there. Who is that there? Can't really see. Oh, Zewo. Oh, no, not a lot of people falling off there. Because there's that little pink thing that's rolling around. If you hit it, you'll bounce off, like Albivazin just did. Coffee Nerdy Beer got knocked up in the air, but landed back onto the track. Very lucky. Kuroneko, not so lucky.
Oh, Coffee's in the lead now.
Yeah,
Look at
Coffee.
this.
Yeah, Coffee got launched in the air and then miraculously prayed in the middle of the air and landed back on the track. Looks like Little Lemon Drops up there as well. In the front, Lieutenant Floby, Max Styles. I'm turning into Ron. I'm having a hard time seeing. Little Lemon Drop is in the front. Max Styles painting as well. Who's back there? I think I see Quindy back there.
Quindy always brings up the rear, so yes.
Bow Splitter. Forever Knight's back there. Hey, Forever Knight. Who's in the front right there? Oh, it looks like they effed. Max Styles, you effed. I think you fell through the middle there where Xanifer just fell. A lot of people in the hamster ball fighting to come out. Bruce. Good old Bruce. There goes Infontana falling down. There's the Dogfather and the green users back there coming up into the hamster wheel. Grave Mistake is breaking the blocks, waiting for them to disappear. Francis taking advantage of that, getting spanked out of the map by the paddles of doom in the middle. Who's that, Lieutenant? Yeah, Floby and Grave Mistake. Oh, Grey Wolf, perfect. Just fell straight through the hole right on the entrance with Bruce and everybody in the Mighty Jabberwock getting stuck in that little salad bowl. No Time for Bull, I think, as I see. Yeah, Bow Splitter, Otis. It looks like you're pretty safe if you made it this far. Mini mommy in there. Dogfather, green users. Bringing up the... they bounced right in. Who's that? Oh, Zewo. Zewo was at the front of the pack towards the beginning of that, and then obviously kind of probably got stuck in the paddles here, these two pink paddles where Cranky and Coffee are. Ishan Loki in the very, very back here.
Hey, you tell Quinny to watch herself. She's all that snark is not going to work here, all right?
She's the queen of Kappa. Queen.
She said, make the marble screen smaller. We can almost read the names. You troll. Oh, boy. Yeah, well. You're about to get what you asked for. Thank you, Jason, for bringing up the rear.
Grey Wolf XR in first place. Womp, womp, womp. Did you shrink it?
No, but I'm still laughing at that. Like,
okay.
You know what? Hold on a second here. I might have a better option. There we go. Perfect. You ask and you shall receive.
There we go. Let's see. I can barely read it.
Gosh.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot that camera's turned off. I thought I was on screen, but I wasn't.
That made it funnier. It's fine.
Okay. I forgot that that's cut off over there, right there. That's hilarious. I was doing this like I was watching it.
I don't know why I have this, but my third option is even smaller.
Is it?
And it fades in really slow.
Oh, it fades in.
Yeah, I don't understand why I have that setting there. But, all right, fine. Let's see here.
Oh, there we go.
Let's just do this appropriately. 3 is still fading out. Okay, there we go.
Right. Lieutenant Floby, this is just for funsies until we can get back on track, I guess. Until we can find a new normal. Or
literally next Friday will be, let's say, new normal, and we'll start an actual tournament. Because it'll be the beginning of the next month.
Sure.
So it should be okay. I don't like this unsubscribing. You weren't even subscribed to begin with. I'm pretty sure I had to gift your subs. No, actually, that's not true. I think Quinty's genuinely paid for her sub for the last 34 months. So kudos to anyone, including you, Valandar. Really, anyone who's been subbed that long. That's incredible. We don't say this very often, but thank you. Huh?
Me?
You? Have you been subbed that long?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whenever we started the channel, I think like 2 months in, I think is whenever I subbed. What's going on with the cursor? I don't know. It's freaking out.
I don't. Yeah, that's a VMix thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
Looks like a visual bug.
It is literally a visual bug. That's all it is. Just ignore it. Just listen. You wanted full screen. There are trade-offs. Okay.
Let's see. Compelling cloudy storm. That has a 3% one. 37%.
Yeah, we could do something like this one. It's well rated, 38 seconds, and it's got a 77%. Actually,
fast.
This one is more interesting right here. This one's got a high.
Supers. Abducted, abandoned, abduction.
Perfect. Sounds just like what John likes.
Sounds like Ron's naming nomenclature.
But yes, that is a visual bug with VMix. VMix actually has lots of bugs, honestly. Like
exclamation point play.
Surprising, actually, how many it has.
Little lemon drop. Where'd that name come from?
I think that it's... So she used to be blonde. Like, she tried to go platinum blonde, and at one point she was going to stream, but I could only convince her to stream like once. So we came up with that particular handle.
Got it.
So, because before it was basically just her initials, and I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
You just look around the room and it's what candy you have, and you're like, lemon drop.
No, what? I think we made the joke of, well, you'll be a rapper. So I went with Lil, and then lemon drop was a way to signify like the color of the candy because she was blonde.
Got it.
And that was pretty much. It wasn't. I wish it were more creative than that, but that was pretty much it.
Okay, mine's called Big Bathtub.
Perfect. Big bathtub.
This one's fun. Get that countdown going. Looks like we got this little where you fall and you socket your marble in there and then you go down the toilet bowl. Next to Chaos Queen. Shout out to Chaos Queen. There was a lot of dogs here today at work. Collins had to take his dog into the vet today, so his dog was in town or in the factory, and then Ron brought all of his cohort, his gang, his doggy brood in today. He was really stressed this morning. And we're off.
Collins was?
No, Ron. Because
Ron
it was
was.
raining today. He had to bring the dogs in. He also had to get donuts for everybody at work. He was just
yikes.
juggling a bunch of stuff this morning. And we're off into the abyss. It's anybody's games at this point. Everybody disappeared. M. Fontana kind of coming out of the tornado here. The funnel, getting your oil changed. Oh, the paddle. Oh, is this where everybody gets knocked out? Wow. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's chaos. Nobody's living. Mac boy. Literally everyone got spanked. Oh, there goes Otis. Thwap. All right. I bet you everybody that's still alive is alive. Oh, no, you can get knocked up here in this. Oh, who was that? Quindy. Rocket Man. Echo's in the back there. Cranky dog. Oh. Lieutenant. No time. Asmo. Ishan. Whoa. Tumble dry. You guys are getting tumble dried in there. And if you get tumble dried too much, you've come out wrong. You get flung off. Much like, who's going to be the next one? Oh, looks like the Dogfather's okay. Oh, who's still in there? Kuro and Lemon?
Oh, Cranky Dog with the first place finish.
Cranky Dog. Who's this? Max Styles? Little Lemon jump. Wee! Wee! There's Coffee. Who's with Kuro and Echo? T. Tuckerman? Yeah. T. Tuckerman. Little lemon drop. What's the slow-mo button? T? Oh, it looks like space. Look at that. Look at that. Race photo finish. Rolling through space. Congratulations, Cranky. Welcome to Marbles, where the races are fast and the points don't matter.
Where races are fast and the points don't matter.
I love Whose Line Is It Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Who are we rating today? Who's on?
Great question. Let's see.
Is Darling on? I know she was here earlier. I don't know if she's on, though.
If she's streaming, we can...
Hold on.
Let's see here.
Am I logged in on my phone? I don't know who's on today.
See here. Let's see if Darling is on. Or Creep, or...
Darling Creep Show. Yeah.
Yeah, the Darling Creep, or whatever.
Let's see. The Viking Beard.
No.
Playing the mod. Slow Fuse. Moco Mode is on. Nalindy.
I didn't hate every minute of it, Coffee. I just, it's just my least favorite thing to do on ReaperLand is marbles. Like I said, I still do it because I care about you guys.
I don't see. I mean, there's a few people on.
The only minute I didn't hate was watching Quindy fly off the map. That gave me great joy.
Let's see. Moco Mode is on. Moco Mode.
Moco Mode?
Like M-O-C-O? Oh, I'm sorry. Moco Made. M-O-C-O-M-A-D-E. Made. Moco Made.
Let's see here. Oh, well, we can rate them if you want. I don't know what they're doing.
Me neither. It's just they're a couple, I think, or no. They're brother and sister. Sorry. They're brother and sister.
Yeah, those are very different things.
Yeah, sorry. I think I followed them a while ago, a long time ago. I think they're part of the crafter community. The crafting community.
Cranky Dog. My favorite part is when I get to nap. No, I'm kidding. No, I mean, I like all of it. I even technically like marbles. It's just my least favorite thing to do.
All right, I'm going to go finish this Santa and then clean up my little work area, and we'll see you guys next week. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I got, really. Hope you guys have good food and have fun this weekend.
Yes, have a great weekend. We will see you guys Monday.
Bye.
Adios. Hey, say hello for us, because we've never rated these people before, so tell them to paint minis on the stream or something. I don't know.
I think they have in the past. Maybe. I could be wrong.
Oh, this looks like they're doing some really cool, does it say Marvel? Like Marvel art? I don't know. It looks really cool, though. So, yeah. But yes, have a safe and fun weekend, and we'll see you guys. Have a happy Halloween. For the people doing stuff this, it's on Monday. But for the people doing stuff this weekend, have a good Halloween. Anyway, goodbye. Wave, John.
Bye. Spirit